Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Brenda, Jim's wife. Welcome to Working Horses with Jim. Today, Jim is spreading manure with the Percherons. He's already been at it. As you can see, it's wet. We got about 2.5 inches of rain last night. Thankfully, we didn't have any hay down. That's a good thing. And we are just in the process of cleaning out where the manure collection area in the barn. Jim is going to clean it out, put it on the hay field that we just mowed and gathered the hay off of, so that the new growth will get the nutrition from the manure. And he likes to do that before the grass grows up, and this is a perfect time for that. The Belgians are up at Eli's this morning, and they are getting new shoes. And so he's using the Percherons this morning. Ken, over here. Kenny, can you say hi? I was out there this morning already filming, and unfortunately the filming didn't turn out good. But anyways, Kenny seemed a little bit high-spirited this morning, which is unusual for him. And then we've got Buck over there, good old Buck. And I wanted to show you also a new project we got going on here. Now, Jim did go ahead and make a little shed that we have into a chicken coop for our chickens, but we've decided we want our chickens outside to get the nutrition from the ground, and so we're making a chicken tractor deluxe. Jim worked on this yesterday. Honestly, I couldn't believe he put all the time and effort into, or it's going to take a lot of time and effort even still to get this done. But this is like going to be the housing area. There's going to be some tin on here, and so the chickens can come in here, and we can lock the door at night. We're going to have walls on here, of course, and there's going to be a door here so I can get in there, and some egg boxes over here. We may have a window here, depending on if we can find one that will fit there. A little trap door right here. And this is on runners. He made this out of tamarack. He had a couple logs that he turned into these runners for the bottom of this. And there's going to be, as you can see right here, there's one hoop here. It's going to be hooped over and have chicken wire. And the point is for, this is going to be a horse-drawn chicken tractor, because we don't know if it's going to take 1 or 2 horses to be able to pull this, but we're just going to move it along to different patches of ground so that the chickens can work the ground and get food and nutrition out of the ground, and kind of maybe put it in some areas where it could use, you know, brushy areas and whatnot, so they can do some work there. So this is really exciting, and we'll have to show you as we continue to do this. And I asked Jim several times, is this going to be a 1-horse or a 2-horse pulling apparatus? He said he doesn't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of wood. There's going to be a lot of wood involved, and by the time we get it done, you'll see more what we mean. But I'm really excited about that. I'm not really excited about how we got a whole bunch of manure and slop on the new stone that we have here. Not too excited about that. Jim did clean some of it up. This is the last load. We'll just do the best we can. You know, that's farming. That's what happens. And you just got to make the best of it. That was one of my father's big sayings. You just got to make the best of it. Right, Ken? Make the best of it. So, wait just a minute. Before you go, let me just show people what's in here. I want to get out of the way. So if you're new to our channel, this is how we spread manure. It's a ground-driven manure spreader. And there's panels in it that move backwards as the horses pull. And the panels move the manure back to the back of the spreader. As you can see, it's moving. This is only a partial load because he's almost all done. And here you can see it coming out. And here, moving, he's turning. Here's where it's been spread. If you're interested in knowing more about how the manure spreader works, we do have videos we've made on it. It's on our farming playlist, and also any equipment that we use. I'm sure we've done a video on it. So if you have questions on that, or what Jim's saying to the horses, or anything like that, check out our playlist, because on it we try to categorize things so that you can find them easier. And hopefully that'll be helpful to you. We've got a lot of videos out if you're interested. Jim is now going to back the manure spreader back into its area. I tried doing this the other day. Not pretty. I almost ran into the door. It's not as easy as it looks. I don't know if you think it looks easy or not, but let me tell you one thing, it's not. And one of his best backing jobs, because a lot of times he just does it one time and that one and done. But still awesome. Good job, boys. Okay, that job is done, and now Jim is going to hook up to the wagon, and we're going to bring out a bunch of old boards and stuff so that we can get ready to make the new stalls for the Suffolk Punch horses. Our new members of our family, our new breed. These are Percherons if you're new to the channel. We've got Belgians. They're getting new shoes this morning on the Suffolk Punch. We've got 3 Suffolk Punch. Well, we can't call them colts anymore. They're more like stallions. They're out to the pasture out there. And they need a place to be this winter. So they outgrew their stalls from last year. Jim's making new ones. We may be including box stalls, as Lady will probably need one since she is with foal. As you can see here, we're getting a pile up of our haylage, and Beyond are our bales, our round bales out there. We've got quite a lot of hay in the barn now too. Look at the water. I'm not going to complain. I've heard so many people say they're dry. And Jim said he thinks it's going to be absorbed rather quickly this time of year. Yep. There, that's that expanding drawbar in motion right there. Clicks into place when you back up. I think Jim thought it was clicked into place. They come in awful handy for hooking up. So here come Jim and the Percherons with a wagon. They're ready to start on the next project, which is going to be hauling all the old debris from the barn. We'll show you that in just a minute. And we're gonna try to get the wagon backed in here so we can just load the wagon up with the old wood and so on. I bet they wonder what in the world they're doing. Try to get to that door right there. Buck's like right into the wall there.
Okay, let's load it up.
Okay. Is all this going too? Oops.
So Brenda and I have all the old boards on here that have nails in it and whatnot. We're just going to take this out to our burn pile. The farm has a burn pile here that we can burn this stuff, which is good. And so we'll take you inside here and show you what my plans are, or start of my plans are. We have a pile of steel right there still that has to go to our steel pile. But we have been cleaning this up. There used to be a cement curb right there, and I took that out a few weeks ago and got all the dirt that was behind it out of there, so it's all solid cement now. And off to our right, this used to be an old bunker for the cows. This used to be a portion of the freestyle barn, so the cows would eat out of the bunkers. So that's a cement floor underneath there, and so I'm going to tear that all out of there. So that should hopefully make a better barn without that there. I also have some drainage problems in here. When it really rains, the water runs down through my horse barn, and I really can't stop that, at least not very easily. So, and it's not that often, so when it runs down through, it's not that big of a deal. But the problem is there's a low spot right here in this concrete, which in a way is good, because at this point, I can try to make a good drain to go right outside, and that's what I'll do after that concrete is gone. I will try to get a good drain so the water runs right on through and right on out of the barn. And so over here, I'm actually hoping to get a little bit of help from you guys. I've got some ideas, but they're not concrete, and they're also not ideas that are necessarily going to be long-term ideas. Might be some temporary ideas. So anyways, in this portion of the building, of course the main horse barn is all done, and our steel on our horse barn that we have now is all new steel. And this end of the barn, the steel is old stuff and it leaks quite bad. You can see the holes up into there. So I hope to even get this section of roof, put new steel on this even this summer. And so my plan is to do possibly 2 stalls right there. So instead of 4 stalls, I'll have 6 stalls. And then from the center of this over here, I will have 1 box stall. So when, like for example with Lady, when she has her foal, she can have a box stall, and we'll put mats down on the concrete so she's not standing on concrete. But over off to our right where Brenda is, that's kind of a sort of messed up area of concrete. And so as of right now, I'm not going to do anything beyond that point. We're just going to stop here. I'm going to put a new post here to help hold the roof up, and then we will have the 2 more posts where the straight stalls would be. But I'm thinking that maybe for this year, just because I got so much going on right now, I might end up just making, instead of 2 straight stalls and 1 box stall, I may just make 2 box stalls. And even those might be semi-temporary box stalls. For what I'm saying is this box stall over here, which will be a permanent box stall, we'll do it up completely. But over here, since I want 2 straight stalls, I will still just have the 1 post here, and maybe the colts can be in here, the youngest ones, and then we can have some sort of a way to let them in and out of that box stall. They can also be tied up on the front wall there if I choose to, but they might just be able to kind of run loose. I could even do something even as having a big pen here and put my posts in here and just having the 3 younger horses kind of run loose in here. But that's really not going to work that good, and I got to think about this too. I hope to be working barren quite a bit this winter. So a lot of things I'm thinking about. So if you guys got ideas, I'd love to hear them. But we'll just progress bit by bit and see what happens.
Did you give them dimensions?
So just so you guys have an idea of what we're talking about as far as dimensions, let me measure this up. Of course, I need to have this area here left open for the skid steer. So what we have, and this wall right here where Lady is, will actually come down eventually. But what we have here is approximately 10 feet, just a little bit more than 10 feet to the outside of where the walkway would be. And then the overall length of this would be approximately 23 feet. So we know that the Suffolks tend to be a little bit smaller animal than especially my big Percherons. So we could possibly even get by with a little bit smaller stall for those 2, if I decided to go that route, or those 3 even. But I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it as to how that would work in your mind, and maybe I can get some new ideas as I progress to make this project work. So we will go dump that load of wood, and then I think I'm going to come in here with a skid steer and see if I can't pop that concrete out of there.
Gotta stop for traffic both ways. Oh my word, so much traffic. So I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of the 3 boys out here in pasture. They're growing and doing well. The flies are terrible today. What do you guys use for flies on your horses? If they're out to pasture, is there anything that you keep on them? I'd like to know. So we're out here in the pasture, and I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of Duke, Earl, and Baron. I love how they have different color manes, and they sure are unruly being out to pasture, but we'll get them in soon and we'll get them working. Well, here's my little makeshift outdoor pen. It's got some fabric that you can use in the garden over top so the keats don't fly away, because those suckers can fly. This little, they're not even supposed to be out this morning because they've been getting out of my little enclosure here, but they sneaked out when I opened the door. And the keat actually flew to the top of the barn roof. And then when I had a chicken in my hand, he came down. But he's just beside himself because he's not with his other peeps. So I got to get him back in. And you can see why we need something a little more permanent. It's been driving me crazy because I want him outside, but when they get out, this is not secure. So that's why we're making the chicken tractor. They want to go out too. Thanks for coming along with us today. I hope that you've enjoyed our little video, and we'll keep you updated on all the projects that are going on here. And remember that I have a newsletter that I write on. It usually comes out on Tuesday mornings, and we just give you little tidbits of information, quotes and such that come up during the week, and we try to answer a question every week that a viewer asks. And so that's a free newsletter. You just click in the description below and you can sign up for that. And we also have merchandise for sale if you're interested. Thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Take care. Have a great day.